Ever wondered how pickles came into existence? Today we're taking a journey back in time to uncover the history of pickles. Let's step back into the sands of time, around 4,000 years ago, to 2030 BC. Our story begins in the Tigris Valley, where cucumbers native to India were starting to make a splash. These cucumbers were the first to experience a transformation that would alter their destiny forever. They were pickled. You see, back in the day, people didn't have the luxury of refrigeration, so they had to get creative with preserving their food. Pickling was a brilliant solution. By submerging cucumbers in a concoction of water and salt, they could keep them edible for a much longer period. The process also gave these cucumbers a tangy zing that tickled the taste buds, turning a simple preservation method into a culinary delight. Once discovered, the art of pickling spread like wildfire. It wasn't long before this preservation technique crossed borders and made its way into various cultures, each adding their unique twists and flavors. The ancient Egyptians, for instance, were quite fond of their pickles. Even the great pharaohs couldn't resist the tangy crunch. They believed that pickles contributed to their health and strength. But the pickles' journey didn't stop there. It traveled across the Mediterranean, making its way to the Roman Empire. Here, pickles became a staple for the Roman legions. Julius Caesar, the renowned military general, believed that pickles boosted the physical strength of his soldiers, and so ensured they were a part of their diet. Fast forward to today, and pickles are a global phenomenon, adorning dining tables across the world, from New York to New Delhi. They can be sweet, sour, spicy, or a mix of flavors, but one thing remains constant: their irresistible tangy crunch. So, from ancient times to the Roman Empire, pickles have been a staple, loved for their tangy taste and preservation qualities. As pickles traveled across continents, different cultures embraced and adapted the process of pickling, giving us a variety of flavors we enjoy today. The pickling baton was passed from the Middle East to Europe, where vinegar emerged as the pickling agent of choice. European pickles, or gherkins as they're commonly known, are typically made using small cucumbers and a vinegar brine. The brine can be sweet, tangy, or even spicy, depending on the region. For instance, Polish pickles are known for their distinct garlic and dill flavors, while British pickled onions are often steeped in a malt vinegar brine. Moving eastwards, we land in Korea, home to the famous kimchi. Kimchi isn't just a pickle, it's a cultural symbol, a staple food, and a source of Korean pride. The process involves fermenting various vegetables, primarily Napa cabbage and Korean radishes, with a mix of salt, vinegar, garlic, and a generous dose of chili pepper. The result is a pickle that's a perfect blend of sour, spicy, and umami flavors. Onwards to India, a country that takes pickling to a whole new level. Indian pickles, or achar, are a riot of flavors. Typically, vegetables or fruits are mixed with a medley of spices, salt, and oil, and left to mature under the sun. The oil acts as a preservative, while the spices give the pickle its characteristic heat and tang. From the spicy mango pickle of the south to the tangy lemon pickle of the north, Indian pickles are as diverse as the country itself. But it's not just about the flavor. Across cultures, pickles have been valued for their health benefits. The fermentation process encourages the growth of beneficial bacteria known as probiotics, which are great for gut health. So next time you reach for that pickle jar, remember it's not just a side dish, it's a global culinary journey and a health booster all in one. Whether it's the vinegar-soaked gherkins or the spicy Indian achar, the world of pickles is as diverse as it is delicious. But what really goes on when we pickle something? Let's dive into the science behind pickling. Now, you may be wondering, what happens to a cucumber when it becomes a pickle? The answer lies in a natural process called fermentation. When we submerge fresh cucumbers in a brine solution, we create an environment where certain bacteria, specifically lactobacillus, thrive. These bacteria are the real stars of our pickling show. They consume the sugars in the cucumber and in return produce lactic acid. This process, friends, is fermentation. But what does this have to do with the sour taste we love in pickles? Well, the lactic acid produced by the bacteria is what gives pickles their characteristic tangy flavor. It's a marvelous trade-off, wouldn't you agree?
The bacteria get food and we get deliciously sour pickles. Now let's talk about the other crucial components of our brine. Salt and vinegar. They're not just there to add flavor, oh no. They play a vital role in preservation and safety. Salt helps to draw out moisture and create an inhospitable environment for harmful bacteria. On the other hand, vinegar, with its acidity, further inhibits the growth of unwanted microbes. These two together ensure that our pickles are not only tasty, but safe to eat. The beauty of pickling lies in this delicate balance. The right conditions allow the beneficial bacteria to do their work, giving us that distinctive sourness, while salt and vinegar keep harmful bacteria at bay, preserving our pickles for us to enjoy much later. So the tangy taste and long shelf life of pickles are all thanks to the magic of fermentation and preservation. Isn't it fascinating how such simple ingredients and natural processes can transform a humble cucumber into the beloved pickle? It's a testament to the wonders of science and the culinary arts coming together, don't you think?
Now that we know how pickles became a global phenomenon, let's explore some popular pickle recipes from around the world. First stop, the heart of America with a classic dill pickle. To create this crunchy delight, you'll need fresh cucumbers, dill, garlic cloves, vinegar, water, and salt. The process is simple. Combine the vinegar, water, and salt to create a brine. Pack your cucumbers, dill, and garlic into a jar. Pour the brine over them and let it sit. The longer you leave it, the more intense the flavor. But remember, patience is the key to a good pickle. Next, we fly to India, the land of spices, for a spicy Indian pickle, or achar. This fiery concoction requires a variety of ingredients including mangoes, mustard seeds, fennel seeds, fenugreek seeds, red chili powder, and mustard oil. The mangoes are chopped and mixed with the spices, then left to dry in the sun. Once dried, they're combined with the mustard oil and left to mature. Achar is a versatile condiment that adds a kick to any meal. Last but not least, we journey to Korea for an authentic kimchi recipe. Kimchi is a staple in Korean cuisine and is made from salted and fermented vegetables, usually cabbage and radishes, with chili pepper, garlic, and ginger. The vegetables are salted, then mixed with the other ingredients and packed into a jar to ferment. Kimchi is not just a side dish, it's an essential part of the Korean dining experience. So there you have it, a classic dill pickle from America, a spicy Indian achar, and a Korean kimchi, each unique in their own way, yet all bound by the same fundamental process of pickling. Remember, the beauty of pickles lies not just in their tangy taste, but also in the fascinating process of their creation. With these recipes, you can bring the taste of global pickle traditions right into your kitchen. From ancient preservation methods to diverse global cuisines, the journey of the humble pickle is quite fascinating, isn't it? We've traveled quite a distance today, from the dusty pages of history, through bustling global markets, into the intriguing world of science, and finally we've savored a smorgasbord of pickles from around the world. All this to appreciate the art and science of pickling. Remember when we first stepped into the ancient world of pickles? Our journey started thousands of years ago when our ancestors discovered the magic of preservation. They found that submerging fruits and vegetables in a saline or vinegar solution could extend their shelf life. This simple yet revolutionary technique was the birth of what we now lovingly call pickles. Then we took a whirlwind tour around the globe, witnessing the rich diversity of pickles. From the tangy Korean kimchi and Japanese tsukemono, to the spicy Indian achar, and the classic American dill pickles. Each region, each culture, and each kitchen added its unique twist to the humble pickle, making it a true testament of our shared culinary heritage. From there, we dove into the science behind pickling. Remember the intriguing world of lactic acid bacteria? These microscopic creatures are the real heroes of the pickling process, fermenting the sugars in the fruits and vegetables, creating that tangy taste we all love. It's not just a delicious process, it's a scientific marvel. And finally, we rolled up our sleeves and tried our hands at some global pickle recipes. We've seen, and hopefully tasted, the piquant flavors of pickled cucumbers, the fiery zest of pickled jalapenos, and the sweet and sour charm of pickled beets. So next time you bite into a crunchy pickle, remember you're enjoying a bite of history, science, and global flavors. Until next time, keep pickling and stay curious.